Hello, my wonderful people, viewers and subscribers all over the world. Nami Mo Ogulo and Keys in Asia. I don't come again with another very important information. My brothers, you don't choke. I made video last time and I said Nigerian billionaires are paying the federal government to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in perpetuity. The video I'm about to show you now is one of the videos that made people be paying millions. I didn't call them that day, but today I'm telling you that P2B is paying Nigerian government to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in perpetuity because he wants to become Nigerian president. P2B is also paying Nigerian government to extradite Simon Ekpa because he was indicted in this video. This is a last interview Simon Ekpa had with JàZèèrA that made the Westerners looking for his head at all costs. After he finished this video, or rather this interview, he had another interview or program with those so-called Dr. Damage. And that is where they concluded everything, the whole arrangement on how to trap him down. I will not talk much. I would like you to watch this video with me. And when you are watching, please drop your opinion at the comment section. Make sure you share this video, like, comment on it. Keep subscribing for more interesting videos. Let us watch the video together. Then we'll come back for more discussion.
Something and somebody have to do something, and we're doing it.
But couldn't you make more progress if you were in the tent, as it were, not rather than out of the tent?
You can't.
In another country.
Sorry.
You're in Finland.
Yes.
So wouldn't it be better if you went back home and did the political thing there?
You should know. You see, I learn from what happened to others. I don't want to put my life in danger because the country, as far as I'm concerned, does not exist. Any country that does not respect the rule of law does not exist.
You're scared you might be killed?
Not everybody. You know that. You can say that as well. Yes.
There's a bounty on
because
your head.
Yes, there's a bounty on my head because Nigeria, because of the Islamic agenda in Nigeria, whoever that rises up to say something that will, make the life of the people to be better, they want to kill the person. They assassinate people every day. And today you see that there is a video that has been released by a man called Ikenga Imo, when an assassin invaded his house and they wanted to kill him. They are police officers. But if there is no CCTV, they will say unknown gunmen. These are the people that are causing all this crisis in Biafra land. But without that video, everybody has concluded that they are unknown gunmen. Today we have known them. What are the government doing about it? What are the international community doing about it? Every evidences that have surfaced anywhere about CCTV camera, it has always been security agent from the Nigeria state. Nobody is talking about that. That is what we are fighting against. We are defending ourselves and we have armed ourselves to fight Nigeria till the last day. We have done it before. The only difference now is that today we have social media. If social media was there in the 1960s, somebody will do what I'm doing today. In those days, you have a man called Okokondem. Okokondem was broadcasting for Radio Biafra and was propagating Biafra stuff, but because there were no social media, so he would have done even more than I'm doing today, I believe so. So this is what will make a difference. And my activities on social media is educating the people, telling them they are right, that you have a right to say no, and you have the right to say yes.
Who's funding you and your organization?
Biafra people are funding my organization.
Not the Tinubu party.
I have nothing to do with Tinubu, and it's very funny. A lot of people said Tinubu paid me 25 million. How is that possible? How is it possible?
You're denying he
I don't know who is Tinubu. I have never communicated with anybody close to him. Just like the way they forged the letter. The reason why this letter issue, Nigeria is a criminal country. They breed criminals. And that's what we're fighting against. The reason why the letter on gets sorted out easily and fast was because it was against Finland, and Finland have to officially react to the letter, and the letter went viral. There are so many lies against me out there on social media. Nobody could come and say it is not true. Okay, so and those lies, when they continue to say it and maintain it, it becomes truth when nobody debunk it.
You talk about criminals. Do you think the candidates for the presidency are criminals?
They are all criminals, yes. All of them.
Even Peter Obi?
Peter Obi is a criminal.
But he's a southerner, isn't he?
I am not a tribal. Listen, I'm not a tribalist. I'm not a tribalist. And that is what makes us different. We want, if I'm criticizing you, I criticize you with fact and figures. I'm going to tell you how all of them are correct. Do I explain? One, starting from Atiku. Atiku was indicted in the United States for money laundering. He's a criminal. How do you think if Nigeria is a United States, Atiku will come back and start contesting with the criminal record he has had for money laundering? Tinubu was indicted in the United States for drug pushing. The records are there. So it's criminal. Nigeria is being ruled by criminals, and they breed criminals. Peter Obi his name was in Pandora. He didn't deny it. It's also the part of international money laundering crime. He has $15 million in offshore accounts.
But surely Obi, being a southerner, is on the side of your people.
That is the problem. Why must you have somebody that have to be in the side of my people? That is the dangerous diversity that have brought us this far, because it will never work. Everything about Nigeria is what favors my people. We want a Biafra where everything favors everybody. But when you have Nigeria, it is either Fulani. Now we don't even have Hausa anymore, because Fulani have overshadowed them. So it is either you are fighting for Northerner as a Fulani Muslim, or you are fighting for Yorubas, or you are fighting for Igbo people. So how can you continue in that kind of system? This is why we must make sure that we do not validate Nigeria again. So
let me just say that.
That's my security. Yeah.
Right. What's your relationship with Mr. Kanu at the moment?
Kanu is the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, and I regard him as my leader.
Do you talk? Do you have contact with him?
Well, we communicate somehow, but that's a confidential issue.
Because you see, he's disavowed violence. He thinks he's made statements to say that
everybody condemn violence. I condemn violence.
Okay.
I have always condemned violence. On social media, maybe you don't follow that. But where is the violence coming? Who are those committing the violence? They are the Nigeria state. And their intention is to use violence to blackmail what we're doing. And of course, you do not expect people who are Nigerians who are angry, who have lost hope. And the next thing you see from them is when you are hopeless, you become violent. So what is happening now is not caused by anybody. It is caused by the system itself. And until we begin to understand that the violence happening in Nigeria is being generated by the Nigeria system itself, we will never be telling ourselves the truth.
Are you going to rein in your rhetoric a little bit now? Because
How?
We're in the election period. Your people hang on to your words, and it can cause some violence, can't it?
Well, I don't care. We are already at war. In Biafra side of Nigeria, there is a war going on there, and I don't know why medias are not covering it. Do you see a democratic place where the plane will be throwing bombs to the people? It's war. The villages are getting burnt, houses are getting burnt. Even in Ukraine, where you're going to now, the number of people dying in Biafra land outnumber the people dying in Ukraine. So how do you balance that? And who are doing this? The Nigeria themselves, the Nigeria state. When the military comes to the village, instead of protecting the people, they get angry because they obey our orders, and then they start burning their villages. So we don't want to continue like that. We want to have, the only solution to this is the disintegration of Nigeria. And if Nigeria do not disintegrate now, the disintegration later on will be very, very, very chaotic. It will be very hard before international community, if they continue to let us manage this and force people into election in Biafra land, when this time bomb is going to explode, it will affect everyone.
One last question.
Yeah.
Who's going to win the election?
Election is not happening in Biafra land.
Because you don't want people to vote?
Not me. Biafra have decided. I am telling you the fact. There is nothing that will make Biafran's people to go out and vote. This is a life and death matter. We have come a long way. For over 50 years, Nigeria have done all manner of genocide, committed genocide against our people, kill us every day, and you expect us to allow them to continue to kill us, to elect governors that will bring military and militarize our territory? We can't do that again.
That's 11 million votes, isn't it?
Nobody will vote in Biafra land. I am telling you the fact. It will shock the world. We've made up our mind, and we know what we have on ground, nobody will vote in Biafra land.
Even if that undermines the rest of the...
It is not undermining, no. This particular civil disobedience is also a democratic process, and I want you to see it in that perspective. When people say, I don't want, it is their choice. And if you think that there are people who want to vote that are bigger in number, conduct a referendum. As simple as that. For now, we control 90% of Biafra people. 90%.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Very good.
Something, and somebody have to do something, and we're doing.
Okay, moving forward. When you look at the antecedents of the leaders of Biafra, from Philip Effiong to Ojukwu, to Owazirike, to Nnamdi Kanu, to Simon Ekpa, and now to Ngozi Oragbeze, you find out that any other clown claiming to be a Biafra leader that can't even make any single complete statement, that person is an impostor. What Biafran produce, they produce intellectuals. They produce people who will stand and speak for complete good 5 hours without not missing any word, without not missing step, without not making any error. Look at that video you just put it to watch now. Can you see the intelligence of Simon Ekpa? This is the kind of leaders that Biafran produce. Unlike that clown that calls himself ATM or APM. They are, leaders are made, not choose. Or rather, sorry, leaders are born, not made. All these leaders are called their names. They are born to become leaders. But the one that is forming left, right, and center, photo man, is made. He's been made by Vam and Akparawa with other criminals. Look at the intelligence there. You can imagine if this guy attend that is like a kind of summit where intellectuals stay. When they speak, you know that somebody speak. This one now, going to that summit itself, they don't even need to read anything from teleporter, unlike the so-called president of the zoo. Even countries that don't understand English, when they go to any summit, maybe they go to UNGA or any business summit, you will see them speak fluently without not missing words. But you have a president who even common ordinary to talk to his own people, he must read. Common ordinary to address meeting, he must read. Even I'm very sure when he's addressing his family, he must also read, because all those ones have nothing again in their brain. Old fools that refuse to give up power. This message is very, very clear. Very, very open. You can imagine it. You know, when we say that Simon Ekpa is fighting on unknown battles, some people don't understand. Simon Ekpa, Finland have no any reason to even clamp Simon Ekpa down. They have no reason. But the battle Simon Ekpa is fighting is unknown battle. Battle that is coming from left, right, and center. Even from the people who claims they are with him. Simon Ekpa is fighting the same battle just to save his life and the life of the Biafrans. After that interview, the hell was let loose. And they were asking, who is this? We have succeeded in clamping down Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Who is this intellect? It may become Simon Ekpa, and they clamp him down. Now Finland, France now is using, because France cannot write to Trump direct. You see the game they are playing. France cannot go to Trump direct because of their trade wars and other other differences they have. Now they are going through Finland and Norway to write to government of US to clamp down on Ngozi Oragbeze. You see him? To clamp down on Ngozi Oragbeze, which they tell them to go to hell, that we are not lawless countries like you. I can tell you that hand of France is in everything. Hand of France is in everything. They don't want to leave Africa. Their economy now is collapsing because some African countries have decided to take them out, to take the milk out from their mouth. And now they are crying, jumping up and down. looking for Tinubu and looking for who they will help them to destroy those Africans. It shock you, Abi? Let it not shock you, my brother. Let it not shock you. What I told you now is just truth and nothing but the truth. A simple truth. And they want us to keep quiet. Simon Ekpa is a free man, and a free man he should remain. The so-called Finland have finished all their investigations. What did they find out? They found out nothing. They have called Nigerian government to come and defend what you say, that this guy is a terrorist. They couldn't come to defend. Rather, the AGF, that Mumu and the ugly AGF, Latif Wagubi, said that they don't have intention of extraditing Simon Ekpa again. You can imagine that. Musa have gone mute. Musa have gone deaf and dumb. But for quite some time now, I never heard from Musa, not on Biafra matter or any other matter. Are you sure that guy is still alive? Are you sure the guy is still alive? Maybe they don't buy him the same way they buy Olukoyode, Abi, where they call him, Labaja. He who is fighting the fight of the spirit don't know how the spirit will attack him or her. They are fighting the Biafrans. You don't know you are fighting the spirit of Biafrans. You don't know you are fighting the ancestors of our land. And it will shock you. And when the time is right, all of these people, all of them, we know that we are not ordinary people. And the earlier they understand this, the better for each and every one of us. I would not like to take much of your time. This one is just a very quick one. Let us dissect the comment section and see what our people think concerning this matter. Don't forget, everybody must not like you and everybody must not hate you. Not everybody will agree with what Simon Ekpa says here. And not everybody will also disagree with what he says. The fake ones who claim to be Igbos will also be there because Fulanis are everywhere. One came to my one of my videos, say, hey, our video is not making sense. I look at the name, all my hams I say, ha, Fulani boy, who bring you here? This is not a Nigerian space, so it's Biafran space. The guy run. Okay, let us see. Nicholas Anyadike, this one is claiming to be an Igbo man, but not an Igbo. This is where you miss it. Tagging everybody criminal, even P2B. This has made your purpose questionable. A dictation where you are right and every other person is wrong. Even among the IPOB, you have enemies because of your poor and selfish leadership. You are making yourself a fool for wagging your mouth on P2B. Let us see what people, the response they gave to him. Ugu Michael can reply and say, but he is not blind like you. Emmanuel, but he said it with evidence. Or don't you understand English? No, they will not understand that English. Philip Nwachukwu, P2B is the worst of all. If you don't know, P2B is like a rat that will be biting you and at the same time blowing breeze on your leg. Obiora said, blind fool, what happened in Ezu River when he was the governor of Anambra State? Lazy brain. Ikenna Ephraim, he said it with fact. P2B is a criminal as well. Master Comrade said, and where is your Saint Simon Ekpa today? Fools. Joshua Oheri, leave P2B out of this, my dear. He knows what and where he is driving at. Austin Chinemerom, P2B is not a saint. We all know his story. He is a dangerous man. Let us continue from where we stopped. According to Godson Prince said, good talk, my brother. We are with you. God will always give you a divine direction and protections. Dear friends, one love. Pedro, you guys to stop questioning our prime minister because Nigeria is a very, very corrupt country. No, they know all this fact, yet you are throwing all these questions as if Simon Ekpa is lying. But that is the work of the so-called journalists. That is what they keep on doing. Chibuzo said, good. All hail Biafra, all must hail Biafra. Caleb said, the good guy, may the good Lord continues to protect and fight for you, all that you are fighting for us. John, may Almighty God give you a long life and safety for Biafrans. Nkoda crazy, this Simon Ekpa is a great man of peace. God, please bless him. Nnaji Chukwuemeka, Simon Ekpa is fully loaded with wisdom. So amazing Biafrans are wise and very clever. We don't produce dumbs as leaders. Eukarya said, Dragon himself, our PM Simon Ekpa, God will continue to protect you. He said, all must help Biafra nation. Saint Kizito, seeing this video, tears roll down my eyes. Now I understand that it is the Igbos that are the one fighting this man, not even the Nigerian government. In case of people who come and say, this video have been old there, it can be old. It can be even as old as Methuselah. But that fact never remains that Simon Ekpa is the good guy. All the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's video from 2011 down to today is still being played in many stations. Even some leaders listen to him to gather more wisdom on how to lead their people. Don't even forget that. So have a nice day. May the good Lord continue to bless us as you share, like, comment, and as you keep subscribing for more videos. I will be right back. MSE.